Good morning, everybody. It is Friday. It is no longer 8:30. This is coming to you a bit delayed version of Coffee Talk with Kima, but we won't miss it, right? It's Friday, and I love getting together with you. And I appreciate, by the way, I appreciate all of you that consistently and constantly send me such nice messages about Coffee Talk. It makes coming on here every Friday such a joy knowing that people are enjoying this. Who knew? Who knew? Anyhow, good morning to you. I'm coming to you live, not from the headquarters of the Kima Real Estate Group, but the former headquarters of a 20-something-year-old Pete Kima when he used to live here in hot Atlanta. I don't have my cup. By the way, who doesn't travel with a Kima cup? God, I can't believe I didn't bring one. So I went to Target because I don't like to drink out of paper cups in hotels. I'm at my hotel right now. I don't like to drink out of paper cups in hotels, so I went ahead and bought a cup. Am I that bougie? Am I really that bougie? I think I am. Anyhow, so good morning to you. I raised my cup of Donkey. By the way, I did stop by Donkey for the room, so I make myself a cup of Donkey. And I'm excited to be here this morning. So, pumped up to talk to you a little bit. I got a bunch of fun stuff to talk to you about. So we're in Atlanta. Why are we in Atlanta? We're in Atlanta for one of the most American things you can be doing, and that is baseball, right? And I wish I could say it like that guy from Field of Dreams, you know, the actor with the really deep voice, baseball. Anyhow, so we're here for baseball. Long story short, my son has been out for a year and a half almost, has not been able to play baseball. About a year. I take that back. About a year. It seems that long. It seems maybe a little bit longer. But he played last night, played really well. While they didn't take home a victory, the victory was the fact that he took the field and came off the field all in one piece, no broken bones. So knock on wood, we're grateful for that. But it's been quite the American week, right? We've celebrated the United States of America on the 4th of July. That was a lot of fun. And what are the things that really come up with the 4th of July? What are the things that really stand out, right? Baseball, which we just talked about. The ugliest dog contest, right? So there's some dog named Scooter, which, by the way, my best buddy in high school named Scooter. So very appropriate that the ugliest dog is named Scooter. Shout out to you, Greenie. And, oh, by the way, happy anniversary to you, Greenie. And hot dogs, right? Again, Joey Chestnut leading the Americans out there in the field of hot dog eating contests. And won again. I think I forget how many hot dogs. It was a stupid amount, like 60 hot dogs or something stupid like that. But we were turned on to something new that we never heard of before. These hot dogs out of New York. Our buddy Maddie, who works with us here at the Kima Real Estate Group, is from Syracuse. She's one of them damn Yankees. She came down and she stayed. Anyhow, so she was turning us on to these really good hot dogs. Find them in your local Wegmans. Somebody said Harris Teeter has them locally. I think they're called Hoffman's, and they come in 2 or 3 different like varieties. Delicious. She was right. Cheers to you, Maddie. Guy, what's up, brother? Hey, go Catamounts, buddy. Yes, and Scooter. Dude, how appropriate is it that Greenie is the namesake for the ugliest dog in America in 2023? Anyhow, so today's a special day for a variety of reasons. Does anybody know what today is? Right? It's 7/7. It is the anniversary. It's Scooter's 16th anniversary, by the way. What else is it? It's National Fried Chicken Day. If you don't get yourself some fried chicken today, you're gonna be kicking yourself. National Fried Chicken Day. We ought to celebrate that. It's also my son Camden, my youngest son Camden's birthday. He was born. We call him Jackpot because he was born on 7/7/7, and so we're gonna go out and celebrate him tonight in a way that should be a lot of fun. There he is now, as a matter of fact, strolling on out here. Cam, come make an appearance. Come say hey real quick. Anyhow, so we're going to celebrate Cam. Also, I want to give a shout out. There's Cam. I want to give a shout out to somebody who's no longer with us that was also born on 7/7, 1949 to be exact. My friend Tom Dimmick. For those of you that know Tom Dimmick, raise your coffee cup with me. If America has more people like Tom Dimmick in it, we're going to be just fine, guys. One of the great ones. Let's talk a little about something that I don't like. And I don't mind doing them, but I don't like them. Roller coasters. Are you a roller coaster person? God, if you're on the border or on the fence, or if you're against roller coasters, you got all the ammunition you needed to this week, because we had 2 incidents, right? One in Virginia, where they showed that guy had taken video of this roller coaster going by, and one of the big, huge metal braces actually broke. The metal base broke. That's how much torque's on these things, right? And that crack got bigger and bigger. It was expanding, shut the ride down. Number 2, and that was in Virginia. Number 2 is in Wisconsin. 3 hours upside down on a roller coaster for a malfunction. Yeah, no thanks. if I want to go fast and take my life in my hands, I'll ride with my wife to the grocery store. Honest to goodness, that's just as crazy as a roller coaster. Sorry, Jen, but quite frankly, it was more than enough reason for me to maybe hang up my roller coaster days, roller coaster riding days. But nonetheless, I know many of them are safe. But listen, how can you be inspecting them daily? Because every park will say, we inspect our roller coasters every single day. Well, if you do, how did you miss the big crack on that one big brace? Somebody took a picture of it a week before, and you could see the crack then. So don't tell me you're inspecting it every single day, because I don't know. Speaking of roller coasters and craziness, did you see the meme? It's not even a meme. It's actually a video. So a police officer caught it on his body cam, right? I thought this was pretty cool. It reminded me of the 80s meme of the kids like riding their big wheels off of jumps, or their bicycles off of jumps, that kind of thing. Where was it? Was it in Georgia? I want to say, yeah, it was definitely in Georgia. The police officer had a body cam on the opposite side of the highway. Somebody was coming down, rode up the back side of a tow truck, which had its tower down, up the backside, launched itself 120 feet into the air, landed on its side. Listen, I hope everybody's okay. I don't know if they are or not, but if they're okay, it was pretty cool to watch, right? It reminded me of like some of the greatest movies I've ever seen. Right, by the way, speaking of greatest movies that kind of like that, The Bourne Identity, man, loved it. This was so Bourne Identity. It was unbelievably cool. It also reminded me of, do you remember the movie The Italian Job? Thought that was pretty sweet too, by the way. Anyhow, so check it out. If you haven't seen it, Google it. Car launches 120 feet in the air in Georgia. Really neat. So we're getting ready to go play baseball in this South Georgia, or this, not South, in the South Sun here in Georgia. It's going to be about 90 degrees out, but it's going to be about 102 in the heat index. And you know what, though? Quite frankly, there's no place I'd rather be than right there today to watch my son take the field. Last night, it wasn't about the outs that he made. It wasn't about the hits that he got. It wasn't about the plays that he made. It wasn't about any of those kinds of things. It was about watching him take the field for the first time in a while, healthy, and finish the game healthy, right? At the end of the day, that's what really matters the most. He said this on the way here when I asked him about, what are the things we want to accomplish? Well, he talked about he wanted to have a good game, both offensively and defensively and everything else. But he summed it all up by saying this. He said, I just want to have some fun. And, when you boil it all back down to what it is that we're doing here, it's about having fun. Now, winning's fun. Don't get me wrong. As a former coach, winning is fun. But quite frankly, I think he nailed it when he said that. So we're having a blast. For those of you that are tuning in, I'll continue to post some pictures and what have you. But I appreciate all the support. I'm so grateful that you guys are here. Guy, yeah. Oh, no kidding. I didn't know that. So Carowinds also has one. How about that? Well, listen, everybody, I appreciate you being here. I will continue to post pictures. Happy birthday to Tom Demick. Happy birthday to Camden. Happy belated birthday to the US of A. And I'll see you in a week.